So, Chris, I guess you heard Jungle Book actually made about $200+ million this opening weekend. So, you know what that means?
It means nothing.
That means you have to watch Norm of the North and do a rental review about it.
What, you really took that bet seriously?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. No. No. Sorry, I'm not doing that. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
I'm not watching that terrible movie.
Oh, no, it's okay. I forgot something, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay?
All right,
I'm actually going to go this way.
No problem, buddy. Okay. Nigga didn't watch some stupid movie. Who do you think he is? This guy over here. Tell you, man.
Shh, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. And good night.
Hey! Hey, sleepyhead!
What's going on? Where are we going?
We're going to a Redbox. We're going to pick up Norm of the North, and you're going to watch it and do a rental review, just like we agreed.
No, the door's not opening.
Yeah, it's because I locked it.
No.
We are going to do this, and you are going to like it, and we are going to have a great time.
Peyton, if I had a sharp object right now, I would use it against you.
I threw them out. I had plenty of those.
Okay.
I planned this. We are going to do this, and we are going to just be merry, okay?
Around to the personal preview.
Welcome to What to Watch, my friends and my colleagues. I'm Christopher Gates, and as always,
Peyton Frewell is my name.
yeah, I was going to
That is my
introduce you,
name.
but I wanted you to say your own name.
Yeah, that's why we were so in sync.
Yeah, we are. We're
We complete each other's.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Exactly.
Okay, we got a lot of the docket to talk about today.
Some movie news.
Big movie news. Oh, before we even start, you did see the Jungle Book.
I
and
did.
You were right about how much it made.
It was amazing. Oh my God. If you have kids or if you're just in for a movie weekend, definitely take your respective others to see the Jungle Book. It's so good. I was a little worried about it, especially with all the CG. But man, they do a really good job. The thing I was impressed with the most was how the animals move in this movie. They move like real animals.
Really?
And there are little fight scenes and stuff because you know there's, especially in the Jungle Book, there's a lot of animal on animal fighting.
Yeah.
And it was like watching the Discovery Channel, the way they were fighting. It looked like real animals fighting each other. And the voice acting didn't look stupid like I thought it was going to look.
Okay. Did you see it in IMAX 3D?
IMAX 3D, that's the only way to see a big movie like this. And it was amazing. The only thing I didn't like is that in my theater, I had two screaming children behind me. And one of the girls thought it was necessary to scream out the name of every animal she saw. So when Baloo came up, it was a bear or it was a porcupine.
Oh, it's so cute and annoying at the same time.
It was hard. It was hard.
I still haven't seen the movie. I need to go and see it. That's shame on me. But I'm going to go see it when I
Shame.
get to
Ring, ring.
Just been a little
Shame.
busy, but so that I'm glad you got to see that this weekend. I heard that was great. Big news, like you said, on the movie front, and we start off. Colin Trevorrow, Jurassic World director, confirmed today on Twitter that J.A. Bayona, is that how
Bayona.
Bayona, sorry, we think that's how you pronounce it, will direct Jurassic World 2.
Yeah, and he hasn't really done that much in the States. He's known more for doing these kind of small Spanish films. The only movies you probably know him from is that he directed The Impossible, which is the flood. I like to call it the flood movie with
Ewan McGregor and
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts, yeah.
I saw bits and pieces of that movie. I had a thing. I don't remember why I couldn't finish it, but from what I saw of it, it was a really touching family movie.
The visuals, I remember it being visual spectacular too, because it had to deal with the flood. And all that sort of stuff. So
They handled it really well, I think.
So I think his direction, unknown, relatively unknown, kind of like Kevin Trevorrow. I think when he did Jurassic World.
When Colin Trevorrow did.
I don't know why I said Kevin. Sorry.
That's his brother. This is Kevin. He gets burritos.
Sorry. Brain don't think sometimes.
No, names are hard, especially when they're written for you right there.
Shut up.
No, and Colin Trevorrow, love him or hate him, I think he did about the best job he could have done with Jurassic Park. A lot of people may disagree with me, but Jurassic Park is one of those things where if it's been a long time since we've had the magic of the first one, and in my opinion, it was the best of the Jurassic Park sequels, and that's saying something because I have a soft spot in my heart for The Lost World because I love Jeff Goldblum,
Oh, of course, I do too.
and
I
but
loved it until the girl his daughter did gymnastics and kicked the velociraptor.
that was a little weird. As a little kid, I thought that was weird.
Oh yeah, I remember that as a kid. I was like, that was amazing. But then like the second time I saw it, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But you're right. I thought the direction that he did with the movie, especially visually, was actually visually speaking, how it was just shot. It was one of my favorite movies to look at last year, especially if you bought it on Blu-ray or if you've seen it on home release. It looks spectacular.
Yeah.
And so
I actually have it on Blu-ray at the house, I think.
So yeah, it's actually it's a definite good movie. Big news. They didn't go out and get like a big name director to kind of do this. They got someone else who's relatively has done some good stuff that may be able to tack on because Jurassic World until The Force Awakens was the biggest movie of last year, highest grossing one.
And this is good for, I think, smaller film directors, getting into these big pictures. And that's good news for, I think, another film which Jay Boyana is directing is A Monster Calls that comes out this year.
Yeah.
I believe it's based on a book. I believe A Monster Calls is based on a book.
Okay.
From what I could tell, the trailer, which is on our Facebook, it's about a kid who writes these stories and they become part of real life. I'm not really sure. I have not researched the source material that much. I know Liam Neeson voices a giant tree, and I can only imagine.
You may not know what I do. You may not know who I am, but I will tell you this: if you not return the boy, I will come after you as a tree.
That's a tree.
Branches.
I wonder how many Europeans he's going to kill in this movie. How many Europeans?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just call it Taken 4. Yeah. I'll be okay with it. But
Star Noir. But definitely good news for Jay Boyana, and I'm kind of looking forward to Jurassic World 2. I don't know if they should call it Jurassic World 2. Hopefully that name changes.
one of the things that they had mentioned before was trying to get some of the old Jurassic Park actors to come back, particularly Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum, probably Laura Dern, to reprise their roles as Dr. Grant and Dr. Ian, can't think of his last name, Ian Malcolm. And I think is it going to be called Jurassic World 2? Probably not. That's probably just a tentative name they've given to it. It'll probably have some sort of subtitle. I'm 50-50. Jurassic World, when it came out last year, it was a movie everyone kept telling me I need to go see. Everyone loved it. It was just, I remember seeing either the trailers, the commercials for it. I was like, oh wow, I should go check it out. I didn't see it in theaters. Shame on me, once again. I saw
You really don't like going to the movies.
Why
do you host a movie show?
I don't know. Answer that on Twitter. Why do I host this movie show? I did see it on Blu-ray, and I think, and this is funny because I'm actually going to say something that's going to go segue to our next subject. It gave me that Avatar effect where I remember when Avatar came out, everyone was like, you need to see this movie. It's so great. It's one of the most amazing cinematic experiences you ever had. And I remember seeing it, I was like, yeah, it's okay.
It's kind of okay.
And that's kind of how I felt about Jurassic World.
I was like, this is Dances with Wolves.
And speaking of which, segue to that, James Cameron has. You want to take it off from there?
Yeah, I can
sure,
do it.
why not?
James Cameron, we all know him. In an interview with Famous Monsters of Filmland, James Cameron confirmed that he has no intention of releasing any of his Avatar sequels against Star Wars. He says, and I quote, "My original plan was to release them a year apart, but we're opening that up, if for no other reason than that I don't want to land on the same day as one of the Star Wars sequels. That's just good business. I don't want to go head to head with Star Wars. That would be stupid." And man, I have never agreed with James Cameron enough.
James Cameron, you are a genius. I'll say it. On that quote right there, you are.
It's like James Cameron is a great filmmaker, a great deep sea diver. He's probably a bunch of great other things, but that
great special effects in the '90s with Terminator 2.
He's a great juggler. He
makes the best cotton candy.
He's a great lover, I hear, and it was weird. I had a phase. But he is nothing but a great businessman, and even he realizes he's self-aware to know. Yes, this Avatar movie I had back in, when did Avatar come out?
2009.
2009 feels like forever ago,
know,
but
it does.
it had this huge box office success, billions of dollars.
Started the whole
And-
3D movie boom, really.
Exactly, and even James Cameron, who is wanting to make 5 of these, realizes
own
that
saga.
Star Wars is this behemoth that he cannot go against. They just have I think they have a stronger brand, and you put out a Star Wars movie, it's going to make $1 billion. It's going to make a stupid amount of money because it's Star Wars, and so many people, especially with the success of this last one, we're going
Definitely.
to we're going to have. And we're going to have Rogue One coming out in December. We're going to have Episode
looks good.
8.
Episode 8, yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to keep rolling them out with him. And he's wanting to release these movies yearly, or annually, I guess is the word that
He's good, yeah.
90% of people use. He's wanting to release them annually every year. And even he realizes, like, I can't do that. I can't go against Star Wars, and I hope they don't go against me.
It's a like you said, it's a big behemoth to take on, especially since Disney, since they bought the Star Wars brand, they have gone full, I hate to use the word force, but they have gone full force with it. They have the merchandising, the movies, and it's not just one thing, them releasing these movies and the merchandise for people to buy. They're actually good. Force Awakens was a good movie. It's a good movie. Rogue One looks to me on that same trend of being a very good movie.
Yeah.
And it's got you excited for Episode 8 and other Star Wars anthology movies. And even the TV shows, Disney is doing an excellent job taking the same Star Wars brand and making an excellent job with it. And I know he didn't mention it because he's just talking about Star Wars, but it's going to be kind of hard for James Cameron to probably go against anything because even when his Avatar movies, depending on when they can come out, you still got Marvel movies that he's going to have to deal with, depending on when he's
Exactly.
doing it. And we don't even know when he's going to start filming these. He hasn't even started filming them yet. That's another thing, too.
Disney's got with this Marvel franchise doing really well. The Star Wars franchise is doing really well. There's really not a corner of the year that they haven't cornered. That corner of the year that he has not cornered.
Well, I mean, if you think about how well they've done this year, they've already had early success with Zootopia. They got mid success with The Jungle Book. They're gonna have great success in a few weeks where they got Captain America: Civil War coming out, Doctor Strange later this year, Rogue One.
they're gonna make billions of dollars. It's just gonna be ridiculous. And James Cameron, like you said, he hasn't even started filming any of this. We haven't seen anything about it. The most we've got is a logo. We have a logo. It doesn't say anything about a sequel. It just says Avatar. It's a pretty logo, I'll give you that.
Just like the movie.
But yeah, but it's very pretty, but no substance, just like Avatar. And say what you want about Avatar, but I mean, I can't name a single person from that movie, other than Sam Worthington and Susan Sarandon.
And I can't even think of their character's name.
Wait, that wasn't Susan Sarandon.
It was Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yep.
God, stop putting old redheaded ladies in movies.
Sexy old redhead. But no, but you're absolutely right. That's another thing too. And another thing, 2009, like you said, it was a good while ago. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually.
Math, that's hard.
I know. That's why I failed it so many times. Maybe it's Rodriguez. But yeah. That movie didn't come out since 2009. It's been a while. And depending when he starts filming and get the first Avatar movie out, if he even starts filming this year, you're looking at a 2018 release date. So you're almost talking about a decade since the last time you had that movie come out.
And it's going to be a while before even we see anything for the first one, because he released another statement from a different story, saying he wants to shoot all 4 of his sequels concurrently. He wants to shoot them at the same time. So that means he's probably going to have to wrap up filming 4 movies worth of footage before we see one trailer for the sequel. So we're not even talking about 2018. I feel like we're talking 2020, 2022, or in that range. So by then, like you said, we're going to be a decade plus removed from the first film. Is it even going to be relevant then? Are we even going to want? Do we want an Avatar sequel now? We're kind of meh, but years from now, we're going to be like Avatar.
If you think about it, Disney will still have Marvel movies and Star Wars movies come out during that time. By the time he gets the first one out, we'll more likely be on episode 9 at the end of that current trilogy.
And then James Cameron's in his late 60s now. So by the time he's done with these films, he's going to be in his mid 70s.
Yeah.
So is this really that movie franchise you want to wrap your career up on? He's probably going to be done making movies pretty soon after that. Shooting 4 movies at the same time.
That's
is
a very long time. And
Yeah.
you gotta do it right. And I give credit to Peter Jackson. He did it with the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a fantastic job. But it's all about the substance, and he kept it within the years of the movie to come out. That it was still a relevant source. Maybe Fox will get lucky and do what Disney did with Star Wars. But even then, at that point, Star Wars was always still kind of relevant with a TV show or some sort of video game, something that was out that got people like, oh, okay, yeah, there's Star Wars, and they'll see it. So we'll see. We'll see. Hats off to you, James Cameron, because you're definitely
for having the self-awareness.
you're definitely gonna need it. But hey, you're never too old. Harrison Ford's come out to play Indiana Jones, baby.
Yeah. And then you have George Miller making Mad Max movies
Exactly.
and winning Oscars at the ripe old age of 70.
Yeah. But the only two things about those is they were both good.
Yeah.
Next on the docket, The Hollywood Reporter says that Daisy Ridley is teaming with J.J. Abrams, who will produce the fantasy thriller Coma, the diary of a teenage girl directed, excuse me, I read that all wrong. It's a thriller, movie is called Coma, sorry. The diary of the teenage girl director Mario Heller, is that I'm pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Is in talks to helm. The film is based on the 2003 Israeli TV movie All I've Got. It follows a 22-year-old woman who is in a terrible car accident that kills her boyfriend. Then, decades later, when the woman dies, she's given the choice of returning to the day of the accident to live again as a 22-year-old being reunited with her love. This reminds me so much of a Sandra Bullock movie. And Premonition.
Premonition. Yeah.
Yes, that's that
man.
plot. When I said that, I started reading. I was like, that reminds me too much. It was her and the guy from Nip Tuck, the actor who played Dr. Doom and the old Fantastic Four ones. Which meaning probably would say the actual decent Fantastic Four movies. That's so sad
Saying
to say
that's
that.
the decent
Those
one,
were the
though.
decent ones.
That just shows you how bad the other ones were.
So,
But yeah, Premonition, oh my God. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from.
That's where it kind of
My
reminded
mom
me of
owned
just reading it.
Premonition on DVD. I'd never heard of that film. I was like, Mom, where do you find these movies?
I saw that because I'm not gonna lie, I have a little crush on Sandra Bullock, but I remember watching that. I remember watching that, and I was like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was an experience. But yeah,
Daisy Ridley. Well, I'll tell you what. I have faith in this one because it is A, Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
It is B, J.J. Abrams. And the premise does sound very intriguing. It is a very intriguing premise of, adding to it. And I think they'll do a much better job than the movie that I was just bringing up. It just really just sounds so familiar to it.
I don't know if you got a chance to see The Diary of a Teenage Girl.
No, I have not.
Small indie film. It's kind of the story about this girl growing up, as the title implies. But Marielle Heller really did a great job, like kind of capturing in a bottle what it's like being. I don't know what it's like to be a teenage girl, but I have like four sisters.
Close enough.
Yeah, I have a little peek into the window of what it's kind of like to be a high school student,
You know what it's like
little
to-
girl. Yeah,
You know what their mindsets are like.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
That's
I
the
know.
best way to say it.
Yeah, and I still might be a little ignorant on it, but, being a full-grown man. But no, and I don't know the source material. All I've got the TV movie, but like you said, I have faith in J.J. Abrams. Most things he's come out with in the past few years has just been great. He's the producer on this, so obviously Bad Robot's his production company's gonna have something to do with it.
Cloverfield Lane is a good movie.
10 Cloverfield Lane. The 11/22/63 with J.J. Abrams
I've heard great things
and
about that.
Stephen King was a great little miniseries. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, if you have a Hulu account, I believe it's a Hulu original.
It is.
8-part miniseries about the assassination of John F. Kennedy trying to go back in time and stop it.
Sorry, James Franco. It's a good piece. I need to finish watching the rest of it, but I've seen the first few episodes. It's a really good show. We highly recommend it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really been on the ball recently with, obviously, we're not mentioning his Star Wars, but just a lot of his other indie projects. And J.J. Abrams, as a when it comes to TV shows, he has always made intriguing premises, from Fringe to obviously Lost. And even some of the movies that he did. That gets me excited. It's enough that I know when the movie starts going to production and it gets out there, it's going to be,
Watch for the marketing of this movie
Yeah.
be huge, because it's going to be definitely advertised as the movie Daisy Ridley does after Star Wars.
That's
so
true.
This will be her first movie starring after the hit that was The Force Awakens. So you're definitely going to have a lot of posters with her face on it. You're gonna have a lot of commercials and TV spots. This is gonna be everywhere when it comes out, I feel. And an interesting premise, like she dies, and you're given the choice of returning to being 22 and reliving your life, or being reunited with your love, I guess in death. I don't really know, but it is an interesting premise to me, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, what I would do in that situation. And it's a very interesting perspective.
It's a very interesting premise, like you said. I think it's going to be done pretty well, because it is a concept before that we heard about. People are given a choice to change something that happened in their life, either in comedy films, click, and other aspect. There's another one I was thinking. The Box with Cameron Diaz and I can't think of that actor's name right now.
James Marsden.
James Marsden. Where they're the similar concepts where people you're given a choice to make a different alternative choice to happen in their life. So it's always
It's like you get $1 million or a stupid amount of money, and just by pressing a button.
and then someone else would dies.
Yeah, somebody you don't know dies. And it's somehow an hour and a half. I remember there was a YouTube video that was like 6 seconds long, and they go, if you press this button, you get $1 million, and he just does like that. And he goes, you didn't even let me finish. And he was like, where's my money?
that would.
Which I feel like that's how humanity would be. There would just be a bunch of dead people randomly dropping.
Where are they coming from?
There'd be a lot of
many
rich
people are
people.
rich.
There'd be a lot of rich people all of a sudden, and a lot of dead people at the same time.
This ain't any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, somebody here would notice. We'd be doing a news story on
We'll be
it.
doing a news story all the time on News 3. Right there.
Ha-ha.
Ha-ha. So definitely looking forward to those aspects and stuff like that. But hey, if you like this video and you want to see more, you can at WRBL.com, and on our YouTube page, What to Watch, just search for it. It's all in one word. And you can like this video and you can subscribe so we can continue to making fools of ourselves. I can't believe you wrote that in.
Yeah, and you can send us pics and questions of your own by following and liking us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WRBL What to Watch.
Later this week, we will have some stuff. I will actually watch Norm of the North.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up and watch it.
Oh, it's going to be great. You'll do a great job, buddy. And sorry about that whole,
You're
chloroform.
very strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't look at it, but he's a very strong person. Don't mess with this guy.
I do yoga.
You think Jerron over there is pretty strong, but this guy right here, no. You are like a little Bruce Lee. I'm not gonna mess with you.
Stop it.
I am gonna stop it.
Bruce Lee minus the bullet wound.
It's not even too soon. Wow, you just started a history lesson right there. That's not even. Can we just end it right there? Can we just end it at that point? I don't even.
Who are you talking to?